This is the final installment here at the Laundromat. As you can see, they opted to go with 9 36-inch gold lines. Before anyone says anything, the placement of the fans was not my doing. You will see these 3 are not in a straight line, and there's also a larger gap between these 2 and then the rest of the fans. This one was simply put there because he wanted the 2 here against the windows, but then he wanted his big plant. So that's the whole reason why that fan is where it is. In this case, these 4 boxes were already there, and the other 2 boxes would have been along this line here, but he wanted to have fans closer where people were sitting there. So the end result is some asymmetry that will no doubt bother me to no end, but I still think it looks great overall. The 36-inch gold lines are very classy fans. I think it's great that he opted to have 9. And show you the controls. Again, this is not my doing here. I would have switched these around. I would have had the control of the heatsink on its own box. But so this is for the 6 fans on the outside. These 3 here, and then the 3 on the far end. Not sure if you can see all the way down there. That one, and that one. And then the center control. This is for the 3 fans down the center. I did adjust the low speed trim on all of these, and the 1 defective fan was sent back. We still don't know what caused it. It ran at normal speed on high, but then for whatever reason stalled out on lower speeds. Either tight bearings or possibly a capacitor problem or even a stator problem. We don't know. They just took it back, and so I guess I'll show. That's the low speed with the control. There's a little bit of difference between them. The one in the center seems to be the strongest one. But as I've said, there's all in a multiple fan installation, there's always going to be stronger ones and weaker ones. So let's turn them both quarter turn. If you look back at the first video, you'll see the whole ceiling is new, all the lighting is new. I believe the lighting is on motion sensors. This laundromat is open 24/7. Okay. Medium speed. It's interesting that the 36-inch fans seem to be responding very similar to the controls in the way that the 56-inch fans did, and that once you set it so the lowest speed is as slow as you can get without stalling out, then the medium speed, which I would define as straight up with the control, is an overall very useful speed. year-round, fast enough to have a breeze, but not fast enough to have wind noise. Okay, let's turn them to high. Oh, big patent in there. That's pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's turn them to high.
Well, you just gotta give it a little more balance. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can hear from the office when the quarters are dropping into the coin return versus. Yeah. It's always like, oh, here, just off they go.
They were on high when I came in here, and they make a big difference. There's no air conditioning here. So even having the fans off for the video has been pretty bad. The 36-inch gold lines are definitely good air movers for being 36-inch fans, but definitely the 56-inch are more bang for your buck. Okay. Let's turn them off.
Ran into Jody.
Going to go over here where I think I can get a good look at all of them. Or at least close to. It's really hard to get the panorama on all of them. I'm going to guess that the one closest to the controls is going to stop first, so I'm going to keep the camera over there. I can't really tell which one's going to stop first, and I can't get them all in the shot at the same time. So I'm going to go with my instinct and have the camera facing that way. And yep, that one down there stopped first. This one down here looks like it's going to stop next. Yep. Now, okay, that one already stopped. We missed that. I'm going to guess this. Wait, that one there is next. That stopped. They're all very close. Then this one. Then that one's still going. I'm going to say that far one's going to be next. Okay, so I was wrong. This one stopped. And then the far one down there is just now stopping. And then lastly, we got this one right here. Okay, let's turn them back to high. So this is Mark, owner of the Laundromats here, where we've been putting the gold lines in. Video is probably being watched by other people like myself that collect vintage ceiling fans, and we tend to like these Envirofan Gold Line fans because they're pretty much the only commercial fans you can buy now that are still made the same quality as the vintage ones. What would you say your experience has been like with the whole fan installations and everything?
Well, I think initially, you know, being just a guy looking for air movement, you know, fan was a fan to me. Dan approached me, and I learned more about fans in the last 3 months than I ever thought I'd want to know. So, which is a good thing. And I think, you know, when you start looking at the quality and the workmanship, and you know, they just seem like a real durable fan, which I would expect in a commercial environment should last, you know, quite a bit longer than what you'd find in from the home, you know, home centers, whether Menards or Home Depot or whatever. So, yeah, and I think the amount of air they're moving, I think is going to be a benefit to the customers, and you know, because we don't air condition here, so yeah, we need some air movement.
What do you think about the fact that there are people that are been watching these videos with a lot of interest, just mainly because of the ceiling fans?
I guess everybody has their passion and their interest, and so, and I think that's what makes all of us unique, you know. So, again, being just a ceiling fan novice, you know, me, it's just other ceiling fans, and I think most customers probably see that. They're like, oh wow, the ceiling fans, it's nice, and they're moving air and they're feeling a breeze, but they're probably not looking at the detail that, you know, guys that, or folks that collect them would, you know. Just like somebody sees an old car driving down the road, wow, that's pretty cool, but, you know, the person that's really into it, well, they're talking about the motor and the headers on it and what kind of carburetor and stuff, so I think there's an interest at every level. For me, it might be a washing machine.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if there's a market. I bet there is a market for collectible washing machines out there too.
Probably.
Somebody will probably comment on the video and say something about that. Yep. And you do know that at least some of the fans that we've removed from your laundromats are going to get a second life with collectors that'll fix them up and have them running somewhere, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
So, well, I want to thank you. I've had a great time doing this project, and thank you for letting us videotape it as well. And hopefully we'll be putting some more gold lines in somewhere else in the future.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, man.